Hey guys, this is Dark Passenger, and I'm just here to review Aladdin. So yeah, I just came back from seeing this in theaters like a few hours ago. This is basically a live action retelling of the original, well, the classic animated film from like 1992. This was directed by Guy Ritchie. It stars Mina Musad as Aladdin and Naomi Scott as Princess Jasmine and Will Smith as the genie. And yeah, for those of you who've seen the original animated film, you'd know what this one's about too. It's about Aladdin. He's a thief, a street rat basically, who has to steal to eat, and he's approached by the servant, or by Jafar, who's number two to the Sultan, because he to go into the Cave of Wonders and get the lamp. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. And yeah, he goes into this cave. He gets the lamp, but his monkey Apu ends up touching one of the other pieces of treasure, so he gets stuck there before giving the lamp to Jafar. So he rubs the lamp, and the genie comes out, and basically says, I'm loyal to the one who rubs the lamp, and I'll pretty much that he'll grant 3 wishes. And he looks at Aladdin, and just asks him where the guy is, and he says, he's the guy. He rubbed the lamp, so he basically ends up being loyal to Aladdin for 3 wishes. And before that, he met Princess Jasmine in the town square, or in the market, or whatever. He helped her escape from some, after stealing after taking some bread without paying for it. And yeah, from there, you kind of watch how they fall in love. Their story, the chemistry between them, the connection, and he asks the genie to make him a prince, so he can get into the palace and kind of get close to the princess after he finds out that she actually is the princess. Yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and in the beginning it also showed Will Smith as a human, kind of. Yeah, as a human, he's married. I'm not gonna, give away who he's married to, because that's at the end of the movie. But yeah, he's married. You see his 2 kids, and he basically starts to tell them the tale of Aladdin, and how he, when he knew him, pretty much. And also, when he asked him to make him a prince, at that same time Aladdin promised to use his 3rd wish to set the genie free, because nobody ever used their 3rd wish to set him free. He'd been in the lamp for about 10,000 years before Aladdin let him out. So he basically, the genie turns him into a prince, well, dresses him up as, prince, kind of. And they go to the palace, and he tries to impress the princess, and then he gets way too into it, and he starts thinking that he actually is a prince. He kind of, starts to get a bit selfish. But then, the genie snaps him out of it and tells him, I've never saved anyone. I've never called my master a friend, and I saved your life because previously, Jafar had actually, thrown him into the water after finding out who he was, and the genie saved him. I mean, I'm sorry for all the spoilers for those of you who haven't seen this movie yet, but I just really wanted to talk about this movie in kind of a bit in depth. And also, this is more of a, musical as well, I'd say. There's quite a few songs in this. And of course, there's that song from the original, A Whole New World, that scene where Aladdin takes the princess on the magic carpet, and they're flying, and they sing that song. That's probably my favorite scene in the movie. Well, my favorite scene in both of them, in the original and in this one. I mean, I haven't seen the classic animated film for a while, but this one is really good. Like, I would recommend it. And I liked Will Smith as the genie. I mean, I really did. He maybe overacted just a little bit, but apart from that, he was really, really likable, and to me, he was a good enough choice for this role. Would I? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies of the year so far, but this is still pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of the original Aladdin, you'd like this one as well. And a lot of people say that this was too long, but to me it wasn't. I mean, it was just long enough, in my opinion. They didn't really drag the story out at all to me. And Naomi Scott, the one who played the actress who played the princess, was really good as well. And Mina Musad, or whatever his name is, the actor who played Aladdin, also I liked him, and I loved the monkey. He was just really funny, and he was always stealing things. He was good at stealing things too, because he was a monkey. And also there was a scene after the genie turned Aladdin into a prince, where they were trying to find something that they could ride on. The genie, he tried a camel, and then finally, it turned Apu the monkey into an elephant, and he had these wide, scared eyes. That was a pretty funny scene to me as well. And I liked the princess's tiger as well. Well, I might as well just go ahead and just talk about this as well. The woman that the genie ends up marrying is the princess's handmaiden, because they kind of have a connection in this as well, chemistry. Even after she finds out that he's actually a genie, after she sees him come out of the lamp. And I liked when the genie first came out of the lamp. His song, "You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me." That's a good song. I don't remember if that was in the original animated film or not, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was. I'm probably gonna have to rewatch that movie. I actually thought Guy Ritchie, he did a good job directing this as well. I didn't hate this movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, I know there are some people who think that this, the original, I don't know, I can't really compare, because as I said, I haven't seen the animated one in a while. But this movie, really good. I'd recommend it if you're a fan of the original animated film, or if you haven't seen that, and if you just see this, that'd be all right too. I mean, you don't have to see the original to see this one here. This was a good live action retelling, and I really liked all the musical numbers in this as well. And the wedding scene of with between Aladdin and Princess Jasmine was great as well. Well, she'd become a sultan after they kind of defeated Jafar. Jafar ended up in a lamp of his own after being turned into after wishing to become more powerful. And because the genie wasn't free, Jafar wasn't free after the genie did that for him, so he ended up in a lamp of his own. I'm sorry for the spoilers. I'm sorry to kind of spoil the ending for those of you who haven't seen this movie, but there aren't too many. I mean, I guess there are some differences, but I'm not sure what they are because like I said, I haven't seen the original animated film in a while. Yes, so let me know what you guys think of this movie. Oh, one more thing. About halfway through the movie, he decided not to set the genie free. After all, Aladdin decided not to do that, but then he ended up doing it because after he got turned back to the commoner that he is by Jafar, he just realized that if he was really the genie's friend, he'd do it, I guess. But the genie kind of offered to make him into a prince again, but instead of so he could end up with the princess, but instead of that, he decided to set the genie free, and that kind of brought them closer together after he did that. So yeah, I mean, to me, it was a really heartfelt movie as well. I mean, it was touching as well. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this movie. If you have seen it, if you liked it, if you hated it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, stay tuned for more reviews, updates, thoughts videos. Peace.